They cut the tent from inside, then ran barefoot into the snow. Dyatlov Pass mystery. In February 1959, deep within the frozen wilderness of the Ural Mountains, 9 experienced hikers began what was meant to be a challenging yet routine winter expedition, led by a confident young student named Igor Dyatlov, who was known among his peers for discipline, skill, and careful planning. The group consisted of strong, trained individuals who understood the dangers of extreme weather, and their goal was to reach a remote mountain known locally as Kholat Syakhl, a name that translated into something unsettling, Mountain of the Dead. Yet, at the time, none of them believed the name would hold any real significance. On the evening of February 1st, the hikers pitched their tent on an exposed slope rather than moving deeper into the forest, a decision that investigators later questioned because the open location left them vulnerable to harsh winds and brutal cold. Yet, nothing initially suggested panic or danger, and their final photographs showed calm, methodical preparation, as if the night ahead would pass like any other. However, when search teams arrived weeks later after the group failed to return, they encountered a scene that would puzzle investigators for decades, because the tent was still standing but had been torn open from the inside, not gently unzipped, but cut in a hurried manner, suggesting urgency rather than routine movement. And nearby footprints were discovered leading away from the tent toward the forest, prints that appeared orderly rather than chaotic, some showing bare feet, others showing socks, indicating that the group had left without fully dressing for the freezing temperatures that reportedly dropped far below survival levels that night. As rescuers followed the trail, they eventually discovered the first signs that something had gone terribly wrong, with personal belongings left behind, clothing scattered, and evidence that some members had attempted to seek shelter among trees, suggesting confusion, fear, or an unknown threat. Yet there were no signs of an external attacker, no evidence of a struggle in the snow, and no clear explanation for why trained hikers would abandon shelter in such extreme conditions. In the weeks that followed, additional discoveries deepened the mystery, as investigators documented unusual patterns of movement and injuries that could not easily be explained by simple exposure alone, leading to speculation about natural disasters, hidden environmental forces, or even secret military testing in remote regions, especially after traces of unusual materials were reportedly detected on some clothing, though official explanations varied over time and often left unanswered questions behind. Decades later, scientists proposed that a rare type of avalanche, combined with extreme wind conditions, might have triggered panic inside the tent, forcing the group to escape quickly into darkness. Yet critics argued that the terrain did not fully support such a scenario, and the organized nature of the footprints suggested that whatever occurred may have unfolded over minutes rather than seconds, leaving room for continued debate among researchers, historians, and mystery enthusiasts around the world. Even today, the Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of the most discussed and unsettling expedition mysteries in modern history, not because of a single shocking detail, but because of the collection of strange facts that refuse to fit neatly into one explanation. And perhaps the most haunting question remains unchanged. After more than 60 years, what could cause 9 capable individuals to leave their shelter in the middle of a freezing night, step into darkness without hesitation, and vanish into one of the coldest landscapes on Earth, leaving behind only silence, scattered footprints, and a mystery that still lingers beneath layers of ice and time?